reviewing Raw. Happy Monday. It is August 5th. It is August 5th. It is the Raw after SummerSlam. SummerSlam, what an event it was. SummerSlam, what an event. Especially with Roman Reigns, but we're talking about Raw, so let's stick to it. We have Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dominic Mysterio. That was the big story for Raw at SummerSlam. That was the big story. So let's talk about it. Raw. Lord, it is high. I cannot stand this heat. I I'm serious. Let me turn up the music. Oh Lord. Lord, it's hot. Mm. What is it doing? What's my device doing? All right. You know, these devices like to be difficult. So let's talk about it. Oh my God. So, what do I want to talk about the most? I did like Damian Priest before I talk about the matches. I did like Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, them hugging. That was a moment. That was a moment. We are seeing that they have their own little friendship. I don't want to say they have their own little group, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, but they still are friends, so they are sticking together. So that is good to see that Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are still allies. Okay, I thought I saw something. We had Sheamus defeat Ludwig Kaiser. I do not think that they're going to push Kaiser as a main event star. I do not think they're ever going to push him in that capacity. No hate to him. He can wrestle. He does have that heel persona. I just don't know if WWE, they see it in him to push him like that. If they surprise me, I will be happy. I don't want to see him fail, of course. I would not want to see him fail. But I do not think that Raw will book him in a great light. You know, he loses. He wins a couple of matches. He does look strong sometimes, but I do hate that he's more Gunther's lackey, which I don't like. He has his own persona. He doesn't need to be his lackey. Oh, it's hot. We have Lyra. Oh my goodness. Defeat Shayna Baszler. I don't know what's going to happen with Lyra. I mean, she does this where she beats these strong competitors, and then we have it where she loses sometimes. So I don't know what's going to happen to her, Lyra. I mean, sometimes it looks like they're going to push her. Sometimes it looks like they won't. I can see championship gold, her being like Becky Lynch. Wasn't she like her mentor, Stephon Curry? Okay, hello, we're talking about wrestling. Raw, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? The official in-cap, like the name. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Lyra. Don't know if she's going to get any gold. We have the New Day versus the Authors of Pain. They won the New Day. I thought Xavier was going to get a solo push. He still hasn't got a solo push yet, Xavier. I'm gay. Okay, TGG. Big Bob, okay. Thank you for sharing with the chat. Did you watch Raw today? How are you doing tonight? But the New Day, Xavier Woods, they had this whole Karrion Kross storyline where he wants him to be a solo star, but he's not even doing anything solo-wise. I don't know how long they plan on the New Day being a tag team. To me, I'm not saying that it got stale, but at this point, I want to see more and something different from the New Day. So not calling them stale, just saying that I'm tired of seeing them and I want to see something different with these two. We did see that Adasi did make his debut. He was a difference. He's kind of what they should have made Keith Lee, to be honest. Audacity. Um, don't know if they're going to book him well, but it was a great debut. Don't know if he's going to be aligned with the New Day. I mean, he did help them with Authors of Pain. Authors of Pain. I don't know what's next for them. I don't know what's going to happen with Xavier Woods at this point. It is what it is. I thought they were going to do more with Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston, don't know if they really have plans for him in the long run. So, um, Skull Goose, I don't know what that means. How are you doing? I am crazy, man. How are you doing? But what else did we have going on today? A-Town Down. Good to see that they're getting the much needed screen time. They are still getting screen time. A-Town Down. I do like them. I am glad to see they defeated the Awesome Truth. Don't know if they have any plans for The Miz. They did just make him the host of SummerSlam. I mean, hey, we could also say our truth was as well. But the long run, what do they have planned for The Miz? Do they really want to keep him in this tag team, the Awesome Truth? I would think that maybe I did like that babyface run that he was having for a while. Remember earlier this year he was on the little babyface run, a solo run. He was getting some wins. I was hoping maybe that gets to some titles, maybe, or maybe I don't know, but I really want more from The Miz other than being whatchamacallit, with our truth. I mean, I expect a little bit more from The Miz, especially with how much he accomplished. Um, hello Austin, how are you? That's what I wasn't saying anyone on the show was gay. I was talking about that's what TGG Big Bob said in the chat about himself, I think. Um, we had Damian Priest defeated JD. This was kind of the match that everybody wanted to see because this was part of the Judgment Day and their storyline. Well, I guess no longer the Judgment Day after what happened, or the Judgment Day 2.0. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So he was asking. Okay, okay. But welcome, Austin. Um, we did have Damian Priest defeat JD. He got his little revenge. I would say that's a little revenge because JD really didn't have anything to do with what occurred at SummerSlam. I don't even think he was there. So he can't really get that mad at JD, but I guess he is mad at him for aligning himself with Finn Balor. But again, Finn Balor is the one that stabbed him in the back, not JD. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. You guys can click the like button. That helps. That helps the like button. I was talking to, okay, nothing new. But Damian Priest, what do I think is going to happen with him? Damian Priest, I feel like is going to probably get his title back. Don't know when, but I do feel like he will get his title back, Damian Priest. I don't think this is going to be the end of him with the title. I do feel that a lot of people say that he was not ready for this title reign. I do feel like there is going to be this big feud with Finn Balor and how he keeps getting screwed and how he was supposed to be the first ever what was it, the Universal Champion. He was the first one ever, but then got injured, so they could go all the way back there, showing how bitter he is from these past years. If they go with his heel persona, because I noticed with his heel persona, usually he's heel when he's bitter and he's holding a grudge. Kind of like in this situation, he's a little bit bitter due to Damian Priest becoming the leader. Or acting like the leader. I wouldn't say he is the leader per se, but I would say that he is acting like the leader. Damian Priest. Oh my God, what's going on with my device? Okay. We have this mix booking with Io Sky and Sonya Deville because 1 minute Sonya is winning, her and her team. Now we have Io and her side winning. Oh, okay. I was talking. No. Hi. Hello. I see you're a Roman Reigns fan. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. If you like, click the like button. That helps. But how are you, Roman Reigns? I see you are a fan of his. You probably like SmackDown more than Raw. But Io Sky, she defeated Sonya Deville. I mean, on paper, she should have won. She is a better wrestler between the two. That is nothing hateful to Sonya Deville, but let's be real, she's not as talented in the ring as the Io Sky. So on paper, she should have won. So I am glad that Io Sky did defeat Sonya Deville. We do see that it's going to be Damage Control versus Zoe and Shayna for the number one contender match for the tag team titles. That's always the same shit because they don't have no other teams. So it's always going to be them two fighting, these two teams. Good. I'm so glad. If you like, you can always sub and like the video. Yeah, I know you are happy, Roman Reigns, for seeing the Tribal Chief back at SummerSlam. Is it going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline? We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, he is back. Acknowledge him. Hello, ZLX Gaming. If you haven't, please sub and like this video. It helps. Sonya Deville sucks. Oh, so yeah. I'm gonna say sub, but yeah, she's not the best in the ring. So I would say on paper, Io Sky should have defeated her. Sonya is more of an entertainer. She's more of a heel persona, more of a manager type that, does wrestle when she needs to. I mean, the only great match I recall of her was when she had that feud with Mandy Rose. That was good. She's decent, but Io's way better. We have the White Six defeat American Made. Don't know if I like this for Chad Gable being in another group. Chad Gable, I do feel like he's better than that. Oh my God, it's hot. I hope it's Jimmy and Jay and Roman and Sammy. Okay, so Jimmy, Jay, Roman and Sammy versus Solo, Jacob, Tama, and Tama. Okay, so that'll be a great match. What kind of match, though? Would it be a regular match? Would it be a cage match? Would it be a war game match? I can see that happening. Because Roman Reigns is already claiming to be the original tribal chief. So that being said, we already know he wants revenge. If he's already claiming to be the original tribal chief. Raw, I would say, was good. I mean, with Adasi, his debut was the highlight. I will say Dominic Mysterio, I did like him. I felt like he was the MVP. He is playing this heel persona very well. I also like Dominic Mysterio that he did not back down with his decision. Usually he is that scary kid they make him, scared of Rhea Ripley, scared of the consequences, but this time he is sticking to what he feels. So I like that they are actually progressing his character to stand on his 2 feet, I guess. He's no longer getting intimidated. But if we look back, Rhea Ripley was the one that did drag him, and she used to beat him to make him be part of the Judgment Day. So if that is long time booking, storytelling, they could bring that back. Don't know if they will, but they could bring that back, how she was the one that kind of forced him to be part of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest, I would say, is maybe one of the biggest babyface on Raw right now. I would say he's a little bit more popular than Sami Zayn. I feel like Sami Zayn, he does have a rematch next week versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't know if he's going to win. More than likely not. if this is going to be Ron's first title defense. Are they really going to make him win the title just to lose it to Sammy again? Maybe if they're really desperate for views and shock factor going to Netflix that anything can happen on Raw, that would be a good booking decision if they want the wow factor. But do I feel like WWE is going to do it? No. This is probably going to lead up to what ZLX was saying. Maybe somebody from the bloodline interferes in Sami Zayn's match and attacks him, and then Jey Uso gets involved in this bloodline storyline. We already see that Jey Uso is already planning on them to get the tag team belts. He was telling him to win his title back, but then he said he could be a double champion when they win the tag team go together. So this is already telling me, watching a long time, maybe they're going to have the bloodline, the new one, interfere in Jey Uso's and Sami Zayn's tag team match at the next pay-per-view. And that's when Jimmy Uso returns to help his brother. And that is how he redeems himself. Don't know. It depends on what you're talking about. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else to talk about on this Raw. Sheamus, I think maybe he is going to be the one that defeats Braun Breaker. Sheamus may be the one that defeats him to get the Intercontinental Championship gold that he always wanted. He has been basically fantasizing about this title for a while now, holding the belt. So yes, I would say he's been fantasizing and been dreaming about winning that title. So I don't see anyone else defeating Braun Breaker. I feel like they still want that title to feel important. I did say maybe Darcy would be the one to dethrone. That would be good as well. That would be great to see a heavyweight to carry that title. I mean, Braun Breaker's already a heavyweight, but this new kid on the block, on the main roster, Darcy, I don't... We haven't seen this man in a while. Don't know if he's bigger than Omos. I know Omos is taller, but I don't know if the weight-wise, if they are the same weight. I haven't seen Omos in a while. Don't recall the last time we saw him, but he could be almost as big or bigger than Omos, and Omos was huge to me. So they do have a star on their hand. Hopefully they do something with him with this Raw roster. He could get lost in the shuffle, especially with WWE usually only focusing on one storyline, which right now on Raw, it is the Judgment Day. They are back on top. They are back holding the attention for the Raw creative team. This is what they are putting their energy in at this point. The Judgment Day. They're putting their energy in this storyline. I would give Raw a B-. It wasn't bad at all. I did like the Wyatt Six. It kind of reminded me of Bray Wyatt a little bit. I actually paid attention and watched. I will say I did like the theme music. It was his old theme song. I did like, oh shit. What is that guy's name? Oh, no. Luke. I did like when Luke had his moment and was getting the momentum and how the crowd cheered for him. Oh, as a fan, that kind of scared me. Just thinking about it and how they said he lost a lot. And then when he saw the White Six, he came back to life. And then they showed him having the momentum and having the audience applaud him. But it kind of scared me because then it's like, really? I kind of remember when they all debuted it. Was that already a decade ago or maybe 12 years ago? 10, 9? I don't know. But it just kind of feels like yesterday that they all took over WWE, or maybe they were just popular for a while, that it just feels like they were relevant for a very long time. Just to think that both Bray and Brody both passed away. I mean, very sad. Very sad to see that he is the last white original standing. Um, Brody Lee and Bray Wyatt being gone. We still have Eric. I'm sorry, we have Eric Rowan. Don't know if they're going to push him though. Eric. I would think if they were going to push him as a solo star, he would be where Bo Dallas is. So I feel like he's going to be a key player. He's going to be respected because he is from the original. But Eric, I don't feel like he's going to be the main one that they push. But I'm glad that this is a good storyline for him. This is where he belongs. He's back home. Bittersweet. It's like he's reliving the Wyatt family experience again. He gets to do it with his teammates, his brother's actual real life brother. So that is a connection to have with Bray. They both love Bray. So it's kind of like he's reliving it, but it's also bitter because he knows that the other two aren't around. So I hope that they are all enjoying this run. The White Six, they did look good tonight. Wondering what we're going to see from them. Wondering if they're ever going to challenge for gold. What is the end game? What is the end game? So that is what I'm curious about. But Raw next week. I'm trying to see. Did I forget anything else? Give me a second. I'm trying to see. Did I forget something? Nope, doesn't look like I forgot anything. I'm trying to see. Because every time I get offline, I always notice I forgot something. I mean, we did see CM Punk and then Seth Rollins. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm interested in that. I do like the Drew and CM Punk. Mm, mm, mm. No. But, okay. Raw was okay. Again, we have some good storylines. The Wyatts. We have Liv Morgan, Dominic, and Rhea. The Judgment Day. So Raw has a lot going for them. Next week, we shall see how the momentum changes, if it does. But tonight was an okay night. Raw did decent. I would say maybe the Wyatt was the best part to me. I mean, I do like Odalci. His debut was nice. I did like his debut. The only reason I'm not saying that's my favorite because I don't even know if they're going to push him. So I don't want to hope and get behind him, and then Triple H and WWE, they don't push him. So I did like his debut nevertheless, but I will say that I don't know. I will say I'm not that excited because I don't know how they're going to book them. So I will say the Wyatts, I know they're going to book them well. I'm excited to see what's next for them. Again, is this going to lead to any gold? Is Nikki Cross going to try to do any solo competition. She is a female, but I know she can't wrestle the men. So is she going to represent by fighting females and doing the scary shit during the female stuff? Is she waiting for Alexa Bliss to return and join her, and they can try to get the Women's Tag Team Championship gold? So many questions. So many questions. Damian Priest, is he going to try to get his gold back, or is he on revenge trying to get the rest of the Judgment Day for betraying? Is Damian more concerned about his title, or is he more concerned about revenge? Is Rhea, well, she can get both revenge and her title, so this doesn't fit in her circumstance because the person that kind of fucked her over is the champion, so she doesn't have to choose. The Judgment Day and the tag team titles, what's going to happen with that? Is the Creeds going to get it with the help of Chad Gable? I could see them holding the titles and Chad Gable being their mentor. But so much, so much, so much. My name is Marquelworld. I post 3 times a week. This is live if you're watching the replay. Very tired. I came back from Cleveland. I'm from Michigan to Cleveland, Ohio. So just a little still catching up on sleep and a little tired from the long drive. But I'm not used to driving longer than 50 minutes. So 3 hours and 50 minutes was long to me. But I'm going to go to bed. Monday is over, y'all. So thank you so much. Sub if you haven't. Follow me on TikTok, Markel's World. Sub on the YouTube, Markel's World, right here. Like the video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.